Hey, it's Jordan, the 1031 doctor, and we're looking at deals with the small price points today for a client with just a little bit of boot left over. So we're looking at deals in the million to million five range. And we came across this deal in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's a gas station, a Murphy's gas station. We've done a lot of gas stations in New Mexico and have clients with gas stations in New Mexico over the years. Murphy's is a huge company, Fortune 500, and this particular one is in front of a Walmart supercenter. You can see what the pictures look like. Here's a nighttime shot. It's been on the market 54 days. They're asking a 5.1 cap rate, which is very aggressive because the land value is artificially suppressed with a long-term lease and very low rent. This rent for an acre of land, a 1.1 acre of land in front of a super center, should be about $1.5 million, maybe $1.7 million. So this is the land value, maybe even more. Let's say $40 a foot, so about $1.6 million land value. And this rent should probably be about 120,000. So the rent and land are artificially suppressed. And let's dive into this deal a little bit. The 1031 doctor has been buying, building, leasing, selling triple net investments across the country since 1986, and we will do a full analysis of any property triple net in the US for $299 with a 24-hour turnaround. Let's dive into this one. So it is a ground lease. You will have no depreciation. It's out in front of a super center, which is a good sign. Half a mile from the 40, which is a good sign. You got Starbucks, AutoZone, World Market, Jack in the Box, and Whataburger, which are very good signs. And this lease runs through 2034, which means there's 8 years left, plus 20 years in option, so almost 30 years. And the real issue here is there's only 8% increases every 5 years. That is not good. We need to do much better than that, especially in Albuquerque. Let's take a look at the flyer they have. And this will give you the site plan here. Here's the Walmart Supercenter. You got the I-40 here, which is all good. Here's Carlisle. And you got Savers. Here's the subject property. And there's the major intersection here. You got McDonald's, Whataburger, Jack in the Box. That's very prime real estate right that in that corner. And this corner is you got the Starbucks here. Here's your World Market. Your Savers across the street. Here's you got a Firestone and a Sonic mid-block like usual. Now, if you look at the traffic counts, 27 average daily on Carlisle is good. And Manal's a good street, but that's not the actual corner. You're not on Manal. You're on Carlisle. But if you do a Placer AI study, the amount of cars traveling through this property to get to Walmart is probably huge. So I would do a Placer AI study to see what the store sales are here, and you get a better picture of what the deal is. Here's the site plan, typical site plan. This looks like a 1,200 foot C-store, not the largest, but a very good circulation on a 1.1 acre lot. Yeah, it's one of these small little C-stores there. But a lot of pumps. This looks pretty good. Yeah, Murphy's Fortune 500. They have 1,700 locations. That is pretty big. But the issue is, are these 8% increases every 5 years? That will not cut inflation. So for a generation, you're going to be stuck with this property, and that's why I would grade this property a B minus to B, and I would offer a 6.25 cap on this deal. And what is that? About 1,375,000. And that's basically it on this one. But it's a nice little deal for some extra boot on a 1031 exchange. I wouldn't put new capital in this deal just because of how long it's going to be tied up. Anyways, it's 1031 Doctor having a great Monday morning, and hope you are too. And if you need to reach me, you can call me at 310-721-7375 or Jordan at 1031doctor.com. Have a great day.